How you doing, guys? ZedEye here. So today I wanted to express my thoughts regarding the newest extended gameplay of Dead Island 2. Now, if you have played Dead Island 1 or Dead Island Riptide, you'd already know what to expect out of the sequel, right? And as such, after watching the gameplay, it's basically more of the same. Of course, everything else and everything included in here has been improved upon. Now, there are a few extra new features such as the card system, basically, skill stats, and also the upgradability that you have. Also the Fury mode that you can, utilize as well. And, it does look actually surprising. In fact, that's on a positive light. I never really expected to see this and just like, oh man, first time when I was watching the trailer for it, it's just like it didn't really spark an interest for me. Now though, after watching this extended gameplay that they've decided to reveal, to showcase it, I'm quite interested, in fact. I'll be honest though, unfortunately though, I gotta say that I don't think you can expect anything more than this, right? I don't think you can expect something like completely revolutionary, and perhaps maybe that's not what you should be expecting out of it. But few cool things I definitely want to touch on. It's like the brutality of this game is insane. To the point it's taking it to a very far level. And I like it. I like it a lot. And I hope it actually lives up to the expectations that many have of this game. But also, if you do not have too high of an expectations for this game, I don't think you're going to be very disappointed with this. Now, on the other hand, the story, well, I think the story may be a little bit of a disappointment. Now, I don't think that Dead Island ever had a very good, fantastic story development, and how it's been told anyway. Dead Island 1 or Dead Island Riptide, it was nothing special, unfortunately. It's just the fact, and at least that's my thoughts. But yeah, after watching this gameplay, and it does seem like it's been truly polished upon it. But again, it's just, having a polished gameplay doesn't necessarily mean it's going to be a fantastic game overall. Every game out there, obviously not every, but a lot of games out there have very, very good gameplay. But other than that, it's nothing else that's really, truly that good, if that makes any sense. And in this case, after watching this gameplay, I gotta say, man, it looks like it's going to be a lot of fun to, utilize this and just simply, how can I say, abolish and demolish and annihilate these zombies, right? There's a lot of varieties of ways that you can, kill them. But also, my question is, will that get stale? Will that get boring over the time? And I gotta say, if this is the best that it's got to offer, it's fantastic. But if this is all it's got to offer, and nothing else on top of that, say the story is just not that interesting or good, and for example the characters are just not that interesting or good either, there's gonna be just a game will be considered it has a good gameplay, but everything else is just subpar to mediocre. And unfortunately, it's just gonna get 6 and 7s out of 10. And you would want to expect out of the game to have a far better experience. You would always want to see a game to do fantastic and actually living up to a lot of other people's expectations. But again, we are talking about Dead Island, right? Yeah, we're not supposed to expect something like fantastic story. We're not supposed to expect that sort of stuff. But in terms of just mashing buttons into taking a hammer and bashing into the zombies' brains and seeing that effect and just brutality of it, I think it will live up to the expectations. But also, since this game is coming out on PC and consoles and stuff like that, it's going to be fantastic to see how this will turn out to be in terms of the polish. I hope it actually will be very good. I hope it's actually going to have some interesting things to do in the world, and I hope, please don't be too repetitive. I'm sick of open world games being too repetitive. And if the game ends up being a fantastic gameplay, I'll be very happy with that. But again, we've seen time and time again, with these games that have extremely repetitive gameplay, things to do in the open world, it's a big detriment, genuinely is. Now, I'm very curious to see how this will be done right in terms of the LA, because guys, if you did not know, back in the end of September 2022, so a couple months back, I went to America for the first time ever. I've been there for a month. I've been in New York, I've been in Miami, and lastly I've been in Los Angeles. So, you know, I've kind of got that kind of memories and checking out the gameplay, the parts I've been in LA as well. It's just like, it's so much like, how can I say, it looks cool to see and revisit some of the spots that I've seen in real life, and now I'm seeing it again in the game with its upgraded graphics and, you know, of course, with the newest implementations for its gameplay. Now again, I could be like looking at the Grand Theft 5 series, of course, like Grand Theft 5 being based in LA as well, but like, you know, seeing from other games as well, like, and hopefully will be done right, it should be very interesting, and I hope it really truly lives up to that expectations. Alright guys, I don't really have much else to say, and I hope it will be good. And do let me know if you can be picking this game up on day one. Has this gameplay actually changed your mind around like it did for me, in terms of like just, well, for me, like I said, it was just like one of those games. It's just like, whatever. It's not a day one purchase, but now my mind has been a little bit changed and may even be considering getting it on day one. But it still is a little bit of a skeptical decision that I'm making at the moment. Alright guys, like and subscribe. See you guys all. Have a wonderful day.